Hey guys, so haven't done a video, haven't done any work in the shop for a few days. I think Friday was the last day I did any work, and kind of didn't do anything on the weekend because we went to the city, saw a movie, saw Prometheus. Like, you know, I liked it, and I think my wife liked it better than I did, but nevertheless, it doesn't matter. So, you know, kind of lost some momentum and didn't end up doing anything till today. So what I'm working on right now is I'm making an adapter to this shaft on the wiper motor here. So basically I'm taking that, I'm going to end up cutting off probably a significant portion of this. Haven't figured out exactly where. I've just drilled this out. I couldn't find a 8mm coupler, but I'm going to tap that and then drill half of it out for, I might actually cut it shorter. I haven't decided yet. I suppose I don't really need threads that far into it. But nevertheless, I'm going to drill it out so that I can get, you know, to this shaft diameter, and then we'll go from there. I'll see if I'm going to TIG it or if I'll pin it. Depends upon how hard the shaft is. Anyways, I'm going to work on that then. Okay, there's a little adapter. I haven't deburred it or anything like that, but it's threaded on. I've got to cut this to length, but it basically will fit in there. I'll TIG through the sides, and we should be good. It isn't as loose as it looks. This end is a little bit smaller than the rest of it. Should be a nice tight fit, and hopefully there's enough meat there to hold it together. If not, well, then I guess I'll be making it again somewhere down the road. But regardless, I'm not going to cut this to length until this is mounted in that, and then I can drop it through the hole and hit that and figure out how much I have to knock off, you know, in order for that snap ring, or for the snap ring that goes there to hit the top of that with this washer. Anyways, so regardless, still a little bit more to do on that. And if I'm going to put that in, I really have to put these in. I also have to route my hose, but these need to be cleaned up. You can see they're a little bit gunged. The truck that these came off of had been painted with house paint, which was nice and thick on there. Brush painted, by the way. So that was interesting. So I'll blast these off, and I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with them yet. I think I'm going to kill them with some of that rust mort, and then I'll decide. I was thinking about trying to use some of this tin plating stuff I've got, but I don't know that that is actually much of a rust resistor, so maybe a waste of time. So I may just paint these, but I don't know how I'm going to keep the paint out of the tip. I'll see if I can figure that out when the time comes. Regardless, and that's the washer fluid bottle I salvaged out of the van that I'm going to use in here as well. And this is Mrs. Dog, Chelsea actually. She came for a visit. I think she wants to go to bed. Anyways, and this is the bracket for the for that washer bottle, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to use it as is. I painted it, and I probably should have worked out how I was going to mount it, because it doesn't quite work. There's some rust on it there. Oh, and Nikki the dog, and Sam the dog. But anyways, because the angle isn't quite right. Like that, looks like that was meant to be mounted flush, but this must have tucked up under something wrong. Maybe it went that way and that was on a fender well or something like that, and that was going out to the side. I'm not really sure, but I don't think I'm going to end up being able to use it. Regardless, I'm rambling. I think I'm nearly done here for the day. Stuff takes a surprisingly large amount of time. Bolted those in. I Loctited the screws since I didn't have star washers on them that would really work under there. And that's probably about it. Doesn't seem like a lot, does it? Well, it doesn't seem like a lot to me. I received some of my parts that should let me finish putting together the driver door. Here's the vent window seals. Now I really only needed the driver's side because the other kit I had two passenger sides for some reason. So anyways, I'll use one of those, and the other one I guess will get stashed. Here's something that caught my eye. I thought that the tubing kind of had a bit of a greenish tinge to it. So I gave it just a light sand, and I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but the tubing is actually copper. Now the bracket itself is still steel, but I thought that was just kind of interesting. I might give that plating idea a try, because that plating was meant to be applied to copper printed circuit boards, so it might be worth a try. That's not going to oxidize like steel would. I could always just paint the lower portion of it where the steel is, and just nickel, or it's tin plate the top part. Worth a try. We'll see how we go. And of course the ever-present cat, just taking it easy. As the sun goes down. Well, probably another hour. It's not that late. But anyways, later guys.